Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to more Trick and Treat. So, the last time we were together, we unlocked 3 more endings, and we see we have 4 more to go. So, this time through, we're going to see what happens if we don't rescue the cat. So, let's skip all of this and get to our very first choice. Alright, so we are not going to pick up the cat this time. This time we ignore the cat. It's best to continue without waking her. That cat is dangerous. It's her fault that I ended up in this place and my friends are missing. I don't know what else this cat is capable of doing, so I decided it's better to leave it behind and continue walking. 2:37 a.m. I soon lost sight of the cat. Once more I find myself in the dark forest. Walking aimlessly only after moving forward, but it didn't seem like I was getting somewhere. Come here, you'll be safe. I suddenly stop. It was probably easy to see the disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again. I whisper to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I got away from the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It's a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale. But I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy? Or is it this force that doesn't make any sense? I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will help you. Every time the voice is heard more clearly, stronger, and more often. She seems to be leading me somewhere. It does not inspire me with confidence, but between the voice and staying here in the putrid forest that seems to have no end, I choose to follow it. Shortly after, I arrive to a clearing in the forest. At last I can see the night sky. The full moon shines elegantly, surrounded by a blanket of darkness and stars. A beautiful image, but there is something strange in it. How weird. Wasn't there a half moon tonight? I said to myself as I look at the moon and try to remember a vague memory in my mind. Anyway, it's not important. The moon will not come to save me. See, now there it is, a crescent. I lower my sight. It was then I noticed there was a cabin in the clearing. That's actually a really nice picture. It was hidden under the shade of the trees nearby, so I didn't see it beforehand, I think. The cabin looks old and worn down, even depressing. But if I'm lucky, there may be someone there. Open the door. I'm waiting for you, my knight. Suddenly I hear the voice again. Yeah, that's not the response you want. You don't want to hear a mysterious voice in the woods calling you their knight. It was in the cabin, no doubt. Somehow her voice sounds different this time. It has an inexplicable kindness, even love. I feel as if I were returning if it's I feel as if I were a man returning home to see his wife. After thinking about it for a moment, I can't help but laugh at myself. How silly. I must really be losing my mind. I said as a joke, hiding my anxiety with humor. In any case, there's nothing else for me than to open the door. However, I can't stop thinking that I'm forgetting something. Then my hand slowly opens the door of the cabin. Yeah, you're gonna find some sort of, like, night hag out in the middle of the forest. What awaits me there is something that leaves me perplexed. Oh, the bodies of the 5 missing people were hanging as if they were puppets, with empty eyes, but all of them are facing me. And between them is a woman with a big smile. You know, I might have been more right about that night hag thing. I opened my eyes wide with amazement, and my lips got dry. I finally remembered what I was forgetting, when it was too late. Thank you for saving me, by giving me your life, said the voice with an indescribable love, but announcing my horrible destiny. It's true, Matthew disappeared in the clearing without any trace. I have no breath to speak. I just know we can add someone more to the list. Finn. Unknown aggressor. Alright, so we got 4 out of the 7 endings, but what can we do different? So now I'm the one that's a little perplexed. So if we skip all of this, and if we ignore the cat, I'll click on the cat, see if anything changes. If we ignore the cat, we go to the house and we die. So we have to pick the cat up. So let's skip. I'm trying to remember, we escaped from the cat and we confronted the cat. Now if we escape from the cat, we just get an ending. Yep. So what we'll have to do is confront the cat again. So we pick her up and we confront her. So we tried to kill her and we got an ending. So we'll just keep her captured. Hang on, can I click on anything? Alright, just keep her captured. So now we meet Ashley. Yeah, should you trust her? Okay, it's slowed down at this point. Trust her or doubt? You know, I think we did not do this last time. So let's doubt. Let's doubt and see what happens. Despite what she says and how cute she is, I cannot trust in her words. This cat is the reason I'm here, so I decide to ignore it and continue my journey. Also, I cannot know if the girl's voice is truly evil as she says. Oh, we have an idea now. It could be the other way. Without saying more, I start to walk in the opposite direction, passing beside her without even looking at her. That was very rude of me, but I must not forget who I'm dealing with. Wait, where are you going? Ashley said with a face of disbelief. I don't blame her. Don't go that way, it's dangerous. Stop! I said stop! Ashley begins to cry at me to stop. but my decision is already made. I don't even look back. Soon I can't hear her anymore. I know that she is still close, but it seems she has given up on me. For a moment, the doubt of why she did not use her magic enters my mind. But I guess I wouldn't understand no matter how much I thought about it. With each minute that passes, the air becomes more heavy and nauseating. I cover my nose and mouth with one hand. If I could, I would stop breathing this rotting air. But that doesn't stop me from moving forward. After all, this must be one of the dirty tricks used by Ashley to scare away others. After all this, she calls herself good. I can't believe it. Now all my hopes lie with the voice. She must be the one who can save me. Here, you're going well. 3:11 a.m. Alright, so it's a full moon again. I don't know if it's been hours or only minutes since I became separated from Ashley. I had lost the notion of time when suddenly I came to a clearing in the forest. At last I can see the night sky. The full moon shines elegantly, surrounded by a blanket of darkness and stars. A beautiful image, but there is something strange in it. How weird, wasn't there a half moon tonight? Alright, well this so far looks like it's all the same dialogue. I said to myself as I look at the moon and try to remember a vague memory in my mind. It's not important, the moon will not come to save me. Alright, I lower my sight. It was then that I noticed there was a cabin in the clearing. It was hidden under the shade of trees nearby, so I didn't see it before, I think. Well, the cabin looks old and worn down, even depressing, but if I'm lucky, there may be someone in there. Not wasting one more second, I decide to enter the cabin. Okay, this seems a little different. I open the door slowly, observing that no one was waiting for me on the other side. Apparently it is empty. How weird. I murmur to myself, confused. Definitely the voice came from this place. I'm sure of it. I rub my forehead with anxiety and then sigh. It's still very early to get impatient. I should explore the cabin. Oh, this is kind of neat. Kind of feels like one of those point-and-click flash horror games. I slowly walk around the place, taking each step carefully. It's old and neglected. There are cobwebs everywhere, as if it hadn't been cleaned in years. The air inside is musty. Curiously, the cabin appears to have none of the modern commodities. Telephones, electricity, water pipes. The impression I get is that it is even older than it appears. Something that sounds impossible. I continued exploring until finally I find one of the rooms that I wanted. Lying peacefully in bed, there is a girl sleeping. With blonde hair and clothes as black as the feathers of a raven. With just one look, I can say that she is very beautiful. Brave knight, you have finally arrived, she said, suddenly asleep. There is no mistake. She is the source of that voice. She is asleep but knows of my presence in some strange way. Yes, I'm here, I said, acting with fake courage, not knowing why. I guess I wanted to look strong for this girl, despite me being completely helpless. It is then that she opens her eyes, slowly, even with laziness. They are very beautiful blue eyes. She looks at me closely for a couple of seconds, staring at my face with curiosity until, unexpectedly, a tear springs from her blue eyes, gently falling down her cheek. Thank you for coming. I was very scared. Suddenly she pounces me, giving me a tight hug full of affection, as if we had not seen each other in years. I was very afraid. Everything is terrifying here, she said while trembling, with her face pressed against my chest. She looks really scared, but who wouldn't? After all that evil cat has done. I won't forgive her for frightening a girl as cute as her. Although it's partly thanks to that I could find her. In the end, there is good to see in the bad. Don't worry, miss, I will help you get out of here, I said, trying to comfort her. With a false attitude of courage while placing my arms around her, returning the hug. She has an elegant and beautiful figure, and a soft body pleasant to the touch. Ah, and there she is. There's the other girl from our thumbnail. I can't. I don't have any more strength, replied the girl, almost lamenting herself for that. She doesn't break the hug, and I couldn't be any more thankful for that. I could carry you on my back, so we can leave this forest, I offer as I caress her head. Her golden hair is silky and exquisite to the touch. To be honest, I could not resist stroking it. Then the girl finally pulls away from me. She stays at the distance of just one step, staring at my eyes with shyness. With her hands on her chest, her cheeks have a cute blush. I don't think you understand. I am a spirit that lives in this forest, she explained with a gentle voice. Before I could materialize myself, some people came to visit me, and the joy they felt gave me energy. I spent many pleasant times with them. Then the girl looks down. She seems to recall something sad. Until one day, when the evil cat began to scare everyone. Suddenly I began to feel weak, and well, now I'm like this because of her. She blinks after saying that. She looks fragile, as if she were going to cry at any moment. I look into her blue eyes, feeling pity for her. Damn cat. How can you do that to such a cute girl? I don't trust her for 1 second. I have no faith that she's being entirely honest with us. Then, how could I help you if you cannot materialize? I asked with curiosity. The girl suddenly deviates her gaze, avoiding my eyes. She blushes and shyly plays with her fingers for a moment, before looking me in the face. I think that if you kiss me, I could regain some of my strength. I can't believe it. My heart almost stops when I hear it. Just a kiss would be enough? I asked, struggling not to sound like a pervert. Entering this forest was the worst decision of my life, but going after the voice turned out to be the best. Yes, because your feelings would be transmitted to me. The girl said the same time she closes her eyes and nods. The look in her eyes silently begs me to do it, staring at me with an innocence that is simply adorable. After hearing her proposal, I start to think about my current situation. If she were an evil entity, perhaps she would ask me for more macabre things, as like giving her blood or my soul, or to make a donation on PayPal. The third being clearly the worst. This poor soul just asks for a kiss. She's been alone all this time. If I kiss her, will she have enough strength to escape? No doubt it seems an obvious choice to kiss such a cute girl to save her. But everything sounds too sweet all suddenly, right? I don't remember my luck being this good. Soon I remember what the cat said. Not wanting it, doubt appears in my mind. Should I kiss her? Alright, I'm almost positive if we kiss her, it's going to be a game over. But if we don't do it, the story will continue. So I'm going to kiss her now, we'll see what happens, and if we got enough time, we'll come back and do the don't do it choice. Alright, smooch! Yes, I shouldn't doubt. A pure soul needs my help. Plus, winning the favor of a beautiful girl is always a good thing in my book. Okay, I'll kiss you so we can escape. Is that good? I said, acting with bravery, as if a knight in some tale. Thank you. Definitely you're my knight in silver armor, she said with a radiant smile. Don't say it so openly, you're making me blush, I replied at the same time I scratched my head ashamed. My heart beats nervously just from imagining it. My lips will soon touch this adorable girl's lips. How lucky am I? The girl then lowers her sight with a shy face. Excuse me, but I always say what I think. She then returns her sights to my eyes, seeing me tenderly. Every time I am more surprised of how adorable she is. Nothing like that annoying cat. I take a deep breath in preparation, showing resolve in my eyes. The girl nods, then closes her eyes, preparing her lips to receive mine. She is sweetly blushing. I can't believe my fortune. This would be my first kiss, and it's one worth of a fairy tale. I near my lips to hers. They are soft but strangely cold, as if you were kissing an ice flower. But I don't care. The feeling inside of me is warm. Her lips move so gently, inviting me to continue with our kiss. A sweet touch, romantic like nothing else. However, the sweetness soon dies, being replaced with a stabbing pain, as if someone had stabbed a sword made of ice into my back. Without thinking, I break the kiss and pull away from her. What did you do? I asked, looking incredulously at the girl. What was going on? I feel so cold, as if someone had stolen all the heat from my body. I feel heavy and weak. I can barely stay standing. But there was no response. Before she could talk, suddenly something attacks us, with such power that it destroys part of the cabin, opening a large hole that connects to the outside. I can't begin to imagine what it was. It was like seeing a wrecking ball doing its job. I immediately looked for the culprit, finding it was not the girl in black, but someone else. Curses, too late, Ashley said, biting her lower lip in anguish. You really are an idiot. Do you know what you've done? Then she said, looking at me with burning anger. This time she was not playing. She was really angry with me. What? Suddenly said the girl in black with a malicious smile. Is it that you can't stand knowing that I'm now stronger than you? She throws a smug look at Ashley. Or maybe you're just jealous that men prefer me over you. But of course, considering how annoying you are. Ashley bites her lip with anxiety. Curses. I didn't think I would have to use this. But if I do nothing, everything will be lost. After saying that, she sets her eyes on me. I'm sorry for what I'm going to do, but since you didn't listen to me, I have no other choice. Suddenly, Ashley approaches me, as fast as the blink of an eye. I try to move, but I don't have the strength to do it. I can only stay standing, motionless, watching as she suddenly plants a kiss on my lips. Don't worry, you won't feel pain, Ashley said when our lips parted. I do not understand what it means, but soon something happens to me. I feel how the little energy left in me goes extinct. The color of my skin becomes pale. My breathing suddenly stops. I feel very tired, and I can barely see past my nose. With this, we are on equal terms. I hope this is enough energy, Ashley said while looking with resolve in her red eyes at the girl in black, who at all times maintains a proud smile. That was the last thing I saw before my eyelids closed. Being wrapped by an icy darkness. It's okay, I'm just falling asleep. Soon I will wake up in my bed to have another boring and ordinary day. It's okay. It's And there we go. 2 endings in one video. Now, what ending was that? The Last Sacrifice. Alright, well, we're a little over 20 minutes. And you know what? I kind of feel like checking out what happens. So we'll just skip through all of this. Okay, pick up the cat. Skip all this. Confront the cat. Keep the cat captured. And again we doubt. Alright, you're not tricking us this time. You know, we still don't know this girl's name, but we're not going to do it. We know better now. Despite how adorable this girl is, there's something about her explanation that doesn't sound right at all. Everything seems too convenient to be true. It is impossible for luck to so suddenly have improved. While thinking about it, she unexpectedly gets closer to me, and then looks at me with puppy eyes so adorable they could charm anyone. Aren't you going to do it? She asked with innocence. I don't know what to do in this situation. Wait, before we do that, we haven't even properly introduced ourselves. I said, clearly nervous. I can feel my heart beating anxiously as the girl stares at me. She blinks confused and then smiles sweetly. My name is Lillian. She doesn't look angry in the least. This girl definitely has something special. My name is Axel, I said in a robotic voice. However, it doesn't seem to bother her. I show her a nervous smile. I have to say something else to stop her, but nothing comes to my mind. Without any shyness, Lillian gets closer to me. She has no problems in taking the initiative. Her eyes suddenly become naughty. Something in them makes my blood warm. It's a pleasure, Axel. I very much appreciate your help. She brings her lips closer to mine, and then places her arms around my neck to prevent my escape. That gesture alone freezes me in place. I watch her slowly approach me, closer and closer, until I feel her soft lips against mine. At that moment I feel as if I had been possessed. My desire takes control of my body, forcing me to kiss her passionately, as if we were lovers seeing each other after a long time. I close my eyes. I don't need to see. I only need to feel the warm love and taste of her lips. However, the sweetness soon dies, being replaced with a stabbing pain, as if someone had stabbed a sword made of ice into my back. Without thinking, I break the kiss and pull away from her. What did you do? I asked, looking incredulously at the girl. What was going on? I feel so cold, as if someone had stolen half the heat from my body. I also feel heavy as stone, but there was no answer. Before she could talk, suddenly something attacks us, with such power that it destroys part of the cabin, opening a large hole that connects to the outside. Can't even begin to imagine what that was. It's like seeing a wrecking ball doing its job. The blow was strong enough to push me away from Lillian. She seems equally as surprised as me. I immediately get up and look for the culprit. The answer surprised me. You really are an idiot. What are you doing? Ashley said, furious. Suddenly, she takes my hand with superhuman strength. It was vastly superior to what her thin appearance would suggest. She dragged me away from the cabin as if kidnapping me. I couldn't do anything to stop her.